Eugenetics. Good morning. Today we are going to continue with the paranormal incidents that happened to me, to Maribel Kisumbing, and now to Dianne Quintanar. This happened in Honolulu layover. So eugenetics. Let's continue reading number 30. The story of Dianne. Dianne's narration was like this. She was fast asleep when she felt someone was lying beside her on the bed. She woke up. She thought it was all a bad dream. She prayed, but she fell asleep while praying. Her bedside lamp was on, she noticed. An unseen entity was then lying on top of her. Her two hands were pinned down to her sides. This unseen, big, muscular entity started kissing her ears and her neck. She could not shout. She had no strength to thrash this aggressive entity in return. Her mind told her it was just a horrible dream. But no, the bedside clock said 2 a.m. And she could see the bed inundate with the forceful movement of this unseen entity. Once again, Dianne tried to shout for help. Who would not? But she could not. She tried moving her fingers and her toes. She could. She knew now that she was not dreaming. Dianne started to reach for her rosary just beside the lampshade. Her right hand was freed, perhaps by accident. Her fingers crawled for the rosary as she prayed the credo, as the attempted molestation was still going on. Dianne wriggled underneath the heavy entity as she waved the rosary and invoked the name of Jesus. Slowly, the grip loosened and the heavy load on top of Dianne slowly faded. The power of prayers and the invocation of the powerful name of Jesus did the magic. The next night, before we would leave for our flight home, the three of us would compare notes. The entity was looking for a female victim. He started from my room, then he transferred to the next beside me, who was Maribel Kisumbing, and then to Dianne Quintanar. Then we remembered the hotel was built on an ancient cemetery grounds. Then we understood. Both ladies asked for transfer to new rooms. I did not bother as we were already leaving the next day. I learned later, perhaps months after that incident, that the whole PAL crew would be transferred to a new wing of the new extension building. Ladies and gentlemen, this ends the story of the Honolulu paranormal incident that we really experienced. I remember there are more, but let's look into it. There was one in Egypt, and I will talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun is up, and we can go out, do what we want. I will be at the garden. Thank you for listening. I love you, Eugenetics.